women don't stay friends with you after you've rejected them. Some women get offended when she's done friend zoning a guy and he wants nothing to do with her. She feels used. But here's the thing, it can be painful to be around someone you like that, knowing that they're probably pursuing somebody else. It can hurt his confidence. And he has a right to choose the relationships that he wants to be in, especially when he's not getting what he wants out of.
Look, if you're not her number one choice, you're just not the choice. Simple as that.
Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
A man content alone disrupts expectations. His independence raises his value and makes women question theirs.
It's the rude awakening that men have needed for thousands of years.
I have 4 big things to say about this, but first of all, I'm not quite sure where this belief came from that if more women divorce their husbands, that these men are just going to believe that it was all their fault and they're going to grow and get better. No, there's never just fault on one side, and men know that. Second of all, most men that go through divorce end up losing a lot in the form of lost time with their children and financially through spousal support and child support. So many men just feel victimized by the court system. Thirdly, a lot of these men that get put through the ringer, they eventually build themselves back and they realize that they're a lot happier being single. It's actually a lot more peaceful for them. And fourthly and lastly, a lot of men never want to get married again, or in the first place, because they hear women like this talking about divorce as if it's some sort of punishment for her not being happy, as if his needs and the family's needs have nothing to do with it. And men are smarter than that.
If you look at the stats on who's happiest, the happiest people are single women and married men. They're the 2 happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
I've been the happiest groups of people. Like, not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them, basically.
This doesn't compute because when your wife is unhappy, she will not allow you to be happy. Miserable wife will always have an overall miserable marriage.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're going to fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and never laugh. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around that and I'm still miserable. Keep in mind podcast.
You can find happiness on your own, but absolute joy is impossible in a toxic relationship. A little loneliness with freedom beats constant pain in chains.
Oh, let me do everything to get a girl. Let me get a girl. And it's like they chase the women. They don't chase the success. And when you chase the women, what ends up happening is you have to work exponentially harder because you're dealing with someone that didn't like you in the first place.
Forget chasing validation from women because that's old news for men in 2025. Today, it's all about focusing on what truly matters: money, muscle, and mindset. The toxic women don't matter today.
Stop chasing women and build yourself first. Listen, you will never be able to truly focus inward if you are constantly chasing women. If you're texting this girl, meeting up with that girl, also while thinking about some other girls, you will never be focused. And once you channel your focus into what really matters, everything else will fall into place.
The dogs are after the cats, and the cats, in turn, are after the rats.
I saw this video about how guys are like maybe shy or scared to ask girls out now. I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them.
Yeah.
And like also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even doing anything wrong. Sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. But like, so there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like exposed on social media.
You keep tearing men down, yet somehow you still expect effort and gifts. Honestly, what guy is going to chase a woman who's already decided he's worthless? Hold on to that attitude when the silence sets in and you're left alone. That's a choice you made.
Are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like if the woman is interested, she's going to keep looking your way too. But it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore. Or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like if God were to tell you that you're going to go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's going to be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys. You guys.
For years, women have broadly labeled men as creeps. Now, they're genuinely surprised that men have stopped approaching them. Let's be real, guys aren't clueless. They see the escalating risk, the negativity, and the near guaranteed brush-off waiting for them. Why would any man bother to approach when the most likely result is to be mocked, accused, or just plain dismissed? This isn't about fear, it's basic, sound logic. No man wants to sign up for an issue that's going to suck up his time, his energy, and potentially damage his reputation. So what happened? Men backed off, started focusing on their own lives, and left women with the very thing they insisted they wanted. Zero attention.
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know and I can try to get the congregation together and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused.
Look, we don't actually hate women. In fact, we do love them. But let's be honest about the message we keep hearing. Women themselves are constantly telling us to stay away. They set the bar impossibly high. 6 feet, 6-figure income, 6-pack abs. While all we really want is a little peace. Men aren't accepted for who they are anymore, and frankly, we're just done chasing approval.
What would you want his income to be? I feel like this is going to sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I would have to say 127.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000. Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be looking like 650,000.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K?
It is $45,000.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn, America.
It's interesting how many women who describe themselves as strong and independent still seem to be looking for a man who's purely a financial provider. And when it comes to their dating history, let's say traditional values aren't what they're bringing to the table. They seem to want a conventional relationship structure without offering those traditional components themselves. That's it for this video, guys. Help us grow by subscribing to the channel. Drop your thoughts down below and don't forget to leave a like as well. See you next time.